Hey folks, welcome to Coffee and Revelation on Monday. We are in chapter 12 of Revelation, verse 11 and 12 we're going to look at today. They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their life so much as to shrink from death. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short. Now, John Newton, I love the letters of Newton, and he was writing to a politician of his day about how when reading history, he was always reminded that it serves as a great illustrator of the scriptural truth that humanity is depraved. I remember a long while ago, being in a bookstore in Cambridge after giving a talk there, and I was challenged by a young man who said, David, you seem a very reasonable human being. He was a man with great discernment. And he said, but you have a dreadful view of humanity. What is your proof that humanity is rotten at the core? The answer was simple. I gestured to the history section and suggested that my questioner could pick out any book he wanted for proof of that. Newton in his letter says this: a detail of wickedness and misery to make us tremble, and a confused jumble of interfering incidents as destitute of stability, connection, or order as the clouds which fly over our head. So every age, he says, demonstrates that. And then he quotes the Latin proverb, the kings go mad, and it is the Greeks, their subjects, who are punished. Isn't that the same for us with our rulers today? In that same letter written in 1777, Newton again makes a remark that I think is relevant for today. A great man to his own way of thinking is not one man all by himself. He is a man surrounded by all those who serve him, and who imagines that he has as many hands as all of them put together, because he has the use and control of them. An army general thinks of himself as standing in the midst of all his soldiers. In this way, each man tries in his imagination to occupy the greatest possible space, and everyone promotes himself and inflates his own importance in the world in order to enhance his own self-image. That is the goal of all the schemes made by ambitious men. Well, what does this have to do with our passage? I think it's simply this. There is one who is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. The one who has the history of the world in his hands. The one who, when we believe in him, it enables us to avoid the doom and gloom that would so easily come upon us. I think that instead of reading the Bible through the eyes of history and contemporary politics, the Christian can read history and contemporary politics through the eyes of the Bible. Our current commentators, they've got like a telescope the wrong way round. When we get a biblical sense of perspective, it really changes things. And you see, these verses, they're just amazing. The church triumphs over the devil. How? By the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony. The blood of the Lamb of Jesus not only cleanses us from all sin, but makes us victorious. And by our testimony, holding fast to our testimony. And it includes this: they did not love their life so much as to shrink from death. Those believers who have left us recently, they're triumphant. Christians, like all human beings, we know we're going to die, but we know that death has been defeated. Christ has destroyed death. And that's why, rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them, but woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. The devil falls. He's filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short. So the devil's time is short. Our time is eternal. Isn't that great news for us? God bless you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.